Hi, it's Cory, and today you're going to learn how to play Satisfied from Hamilton. So this is definitely one of the more highly requested videos that people have been asking for, and I actually made a cover of this while it has a lot of issues as I kind of filmed it in the midst of a frustration of forgetting lyrics. If you want to check that out, I'll have a card somewhere in the corner that is kind of like a full playthrough of this, and it is going to add a little bit more stylistic things that if you want to add that to your playing of it, you can do that too. But for today, I will teach you the chords and then how to play the whole song with like a little extra flair. First things first, let's make sure your ukulele's in tune. That's going to be a G on the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, an E on the 2nd string, and an A on the 1st string. Alright, once your ukulele's in tune, you're going to need to know 4 chords for this song. The majority of this song is knowing the lyrics, so please just know that going into it. If you don't already know the lyrics and you're not really familiar with it, it's going to be a little difficult. That's where I had a problem. The original time I went through, it was totally fine just reading from the lyrics, but I had a really hard time memorizing them. So just know that it might be a good thing to also memorize the lyrics before starting to try to play it on the ukulele. So the 4 chords you're going to need will be an A minor, a C major, an F major, and an E7. To make the A minor, you're going to take your 2nd finger and place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret. To make the C major, you're going to take your 3rd finger and place it on the 3rd fret, 1st string. To make an F major, you're going to take your first 2 fingers, place your 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, right where you had it for the A minor. And then the last chord you'll need is an E7. For that, you're going to take your 1st finger, place it on the 1st fret, 4th string, your 2nd finger is going to go on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and your 3rd finger is going to go on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Alright, once you're really familiar with the chords, it's time to look at the actual song. The progression we're going to be using for this song is just an A minor, C major, F major, and then E7. And that's what you're going to do for the entire song. The only time that will change is when you're doing like the rewind section. You're just going to stay on an A minor for that one, but everything else you're just using that same progression. So the progression itself is actually pretty easy. With the lyrics, it gets a little harder. Now in the tutorial that I had a chuck in my strumming pattern. So that was a down, chuck, up, chuck, up. So again, that pattern is a down, chuck, up, chuck, up. Now if you don't know how to make a chuck, you can also just do a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that's totally fine too. Or of course you can always just play a down, 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 down. So you'd be playing each chord 4 times, and that'd be totally fine. Or of course you're always just able to play on the chord changes. For the playthrough, I will be doing the down, chuck, up, chuck, up. So if you want to play that or try it, feel free. But otherwise you could do any of those other variations and it would sound great too. In addition to our regular strumming pattern, there's going to be 3 parts in the song that we change up our strumming pattern. The first section is going to take place when Angelica is listing all the reasons why it won't work out for them, and she gets to number 3 where she's talking about Eliza. Rather than the regular strumming pattern during that section when she gets to I know my sister like I know my own mind, you're going to strum on a down strum on each of the chords. So that will sound like this. 1, 2, here we go. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I told her that I loved him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine, she'd say I'm fine, she'd say lying. During that section, you're just, like I said, playing each chord 8 times, going through the whole progression. The second time the strum pattern will change will be right after that when you get to the when I fantasize at night it's Alexander's eyes. For that, you're just going to be strumming just on the downbeat of each chord. So that will sound like this. The sighs at night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize, what might have been if I'd hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dearie lies as his wife. And then you're actually gonna play that E7 one more time on. At least I keep his eyes in my life. And then you go back to the regular progression. The last section that the strumming pattern is going to change is at the very, very end when you get to the, and I know she'll be happy as his bride, and I know he will never be satisfied, I will never be satisfied. So for that, what you're going to do is nothing's going to change in your left hand. You're going to play that A minor, the C, F, and then the E7, and then you'll repeat that E7 again, and then you'll end on an A minor. The difference though is going to be in the right hand. So what you're gonna do for that is you're going to be plucking alternating strings. So you'll you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first on the 1 and 2, you're plucking the strings 4 and 2 at the same time, and then you're gonna be plucking on the 3 and 4 strings 3 and 1. So you're doing the even numbers even strings first, and then you're gonna be doing the odd strings. So that will sound like this. And I know she'll be happy as his bride, and I know he will never be satisfied. And then you're gonna pluck those again. I will never be satisfied, and ending it on the A minor. So again, on the he will never be satisfied, you're on that E7, and you're just going to be plucking 4 and 2. So he will never be satisfied, and then again, I will never be satisfied, A minor. All right. For the playthrough, I'm going to be doing the same strumming pattern of the down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So in the cover I did, I had the checking, but for this playthrough, I'm not gonna add the checking. And as a reminder, we're going to be having a full progression of an intro before we start singing. 1, 2, here we go. And
Who's
off so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. I toast the groom to the bride from your sister, who's always by your side, to your union and the hope that you provide, that you always be satisfied. And I know you'll be happy as his wife. And I know you will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied. I hope you found this tutorial helpful for learning how to play Satisfied. It's definitely probably one of my longer tutorials. It's a really long song in and of itself, but there's a lot of different sections of it too. So also, I apologize for some of the weird cuts. I got like a frog in my throat, so sometimes just like nothing was coming out. So hopefully you still found this helpful. If you want to see more Hamilton tutorials, make sure to let me know. I'm obsessed with the musical. My kids are obsessed with the musical. I'm sure everyone could benefit from it. So let me know by commenting down below or making sure to like this tutorial if you would like to see more from Hamilton. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.